Fabio Aru makes his move at the 1.5 mile mark, doesn't look back for his first career stage win at the Tour de France. That's one story that just played out. The second, there's a change in the yellow jersey, though it stays within Team Sky. Chris Froome also a strong showing. Two-time defending champion and three-time overall winner is your new race leader. Thanks for coming back with us, Paul Burmeister, Christian Vandevelde, and Bob Roll. First mountain test, we were looking forward to it. Your number one impression from today?
Froome, not as dominant nor as sharp as I thought he would be. And I think that he's maybe counting on the rest of the Tour de France being very difficult. He does get the yellow jersey, so the team will still be under pressure to defend. But I thought he would have a much more emphatic and clear advantage over his rivals. And, of course, Fabio Aru with an incredible attack.
Yeah.
When everything mattered, everyone is all in a huge gear. He just leaves everybody behind. He is going to be a factor the rest of this race.
Big time. Big time. And especially when you see those 2 wins came in the last 2 weeks, that means his form is building so quickly right now. He's very fresh. But you have to say the same thing is true with Chris Froome. He's been saying that he's coming into this a little bit fresher than usual. He's very secure with where he is. Obviously, he's in the yellow jersey. Can't be doing any better than he is right now. But, yes, usually you see Chris Froome doing the same kind of performance as what Fabio Aru did today. So I'm still not harshing on Chris Froome. They're doing just fine. They're in first and second. Team Sky looks very dominant. They still had 6 guys at the bottom of Ponce Delphi doing pretty much the entire climb. So everyone looks pretty good. Richie Porte, a little bit off the. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. He did lose a little bit more time to Chris Froome yet again, just because of time bonuses. But apart from that, it's pretty much what we expected today.
All right, everyone was pointing toward that final 5.9 kilometer climb. Again, the first climb here of this tour. Let's pick it up where the race really began, Bob.
Well, look at this is the dominance of Team Sky. I want to commend Jack Bauer also. Lilian Calmejean lights the fuse. Doesn't go anywhere. Michael Kwiatkowski on the front doing a great job. He's going to be solid for the rest of the tour. Early breakaway, Gilbert and Bacalans caught. And Kwiato, whew, man, the flower. Doing huge tempo. But now this attack in a huge gear by Fabio Aru, I thought, man, he's way over geared. He's not going to go anywhere like Calmejean. I was wrong. He all the way to the line. Started locking up a little bit, but he found the smaller gears, regained his composure, had a good cadence the rest of the way to the finish line, and was not caught, even in spite of Simon Yates having a pretty good day, going on the offensive as well.
And Chris Froome also making a move here late.
Perfect cadence. He's carved up. He's done everything right the first 5 days. Richie Porte, good reaction there. Then Richie starts to lock up himself, especially when Dan Martin tacks a couple of seconds later. I expected Quintana to lose a little bit of time, so this is not a huge surprise. Quintana needs much longer climbs to excel.
And to win by 16 seconds on this first mountain stage, what's it say about what Fabio is capable of for the rest of this tour?
He's going to be a man to keep an eye on. If you think that Chris Froome had a lot of rivals, you can add another name to that, and I'm sure Aru's on their radar, but that is proof positive that Aru has come ready to rumble in the Tour de France.
He looks so light, spry, especially on these steep gradients. You see Dan Martin overtaking Richie Porte. Fabio Aru coming all by his lonesome, looking just, and he looks exactly like Vincenzo Nibali as well on the bike. Dan Martin coming up to the line. You see Chris Froome and Richie Porte kind of duking it out. You have to remember there are still some bonus seconds on the line. But more or less, this is exactly what we thought it was going to be. Explosive climb. It's not that long, but it is still over 15 minutes of more or less your maximal effort. As you see Geraint Thomas still trying to get up to the line in the yellow jersey. Quintana, pretty much one of the best, if not the best climber in the world. But this is, again, a shorter climb. These aren't the high Alps or the Pyrenees. It's a completely different animal.
Fabio Aru, that's how it looks to win the stage of the Tour de France for the first time of his career, the current Italian national champion. Little rest, little exhilaration, and some celebration with Team Astana. Italians like this course. Vincenzo Nibali won it last time he was here in 2014. Not all lost for Chris Froome, though, in Team Sky. Chris Froome moves into the lead. He'll take over the yellow jersey as the race leader. Well, Fabio Aru earned that smile for the first time. He's a stage winner at the Tour de France. He's also the Italian national champion. And it's not like he just barely won, guys. Strong finish, pulling away the last mile and a half to win by 16 seconds today.
And let's not forget about that time bonus at the line as well. It's a big difference today in seeing Fabio Aru now in 3rd place overall. Before, on our stat sheet, he wasn't even present.
Fabio Aru, the stage winner today. Looking beyond that big picture, we've seen this plenty of times before. Here we are at stage 5. Chris Froome will be in the yellow jersey for the first time.
When we look down to the 5th, Chris Froome's preemptive strongest challenger, and you look at the time gap, 39 seconds after 5 days. Really just 2 rendezvous, 1 short time trial, and 1 5K climb, and you're almost a minute down already. Phew, Chris Froome has come ready to rumble. And he's trying to say before the Tour de France started that other people are the favorites. No way.
The yellow jersey stays within Team Sky from Geraint Thomas to the 2-time defending champion Chris Froome.
Christopher Froome qui s'empare de ce maillot jaune, on peut l'applaudir. Quel beau numéro également aujourd'hui. Chris Froome vainqueur. Donc
Chris Froome knows this protocol better than anyone in the current peloton.
45th time in the yellow jersey.
Les hôtesses LCL qui embrassent le champion britannique. Chris Froome, il a le sourire. Geraint Thomas est 2e au général. L'équipe Sky conforte bien sûr sa première place au classement RAGT Semences des équipes. Chris Froome, mesdames, messieurs, plus fort. Il va jeter son bouquet à la foule. La galanterie britannique.
Chris Froome enjoying the yellow and sharing the winnings with the crowd here at La Planche de Belleville. So the polka dot jersey has been very much an American thing, from Taylor Phinney to Nate Brown, but now Fabio Aru continues to enjoy a great day. Not only the stage winner, King of the Mountains.
Be swapping the tricolore, the green, white, and red of national road racing champion, for another distinctive jersey, the polka dots. Great run from the Cannondale squad with Taylor Phinney and Nate Brown, both from the United States, in that polka dot jersey. But a very tough climb to the finish, and very worthy of Category 1 classification, and a lot more points up for grabs on the Category 1s. And the beyond category climbs, the extra category, the HC climbs, still to come in the Tour de France. I wouldn't be surprised as Fabio Aru, if he loses his position in the overall standings, doesn't target the King of the Mountain jersey and win that jersey in Paris at the end of the Tour de France.
From the polka dot jersey for the best mountain climber to the white, best rider 25 or under, Simon Yates will put it on. And he says that's why he came, to get that white jersey.
Yeah, and maybe more. Simon Yates is looking really good. Actually, we're just commenting to Bob right before he attacked that he looked fantastic, probably the best out of all the guys.
White jersey is going to be a great competition. Louis Meintjes, top 10 last year in the Tour de France, will be going for it. And Pierre Latour, who had the white jersey up until today, still only 24 seconds behind. A lot of times the time gaps for the white jersey competition are massive. But I think this year it's going to be a very close competition. Also, we can't forget Emmanuel Buchmann, who's finished well in the Tour de France before, also in competition in contention for the white jersey.
Yeah, unfortunately, this competition is usually judged in hours, not seconds or minutes. But Simon Yates, I think he might get quite comfortable in that jersey. If he climbs as well as he was climbing today, it's going to be hard to take that off his back.
Team Sky maintains the yellow jersey. It goes from Geraint Thomas to Chris Froome today. Here are his thoughts after the day.
Chris, the yellow jersey passes from your teammate Geraint Thomas to you. I talked to Dave Brailsford before the stage. He said it wasn't so much about a plan today, it was a team intent. What was the team intent for this stage?
I think intent was not to lose a lot of time on any of the big GC guys. We were in a great position coming into the stage in first and second, and I think we can still take a lot away from that. I mean, okay, having swapped positions with Geraint basically, but still first and second on GC, I think we can take a lot of confidence away from that.
We all know there's still a long way to go until Paris, but you do have experience having taken the yellow jersey early in the Tour de France. What will that experience mean for you as you now try and defend?
Yeah, I mean, this is, I remember the first time I was in yellow back in 2013, and it was a bit of an overwhelming experience, quite intimidating, to be honest. But I think I've spent enough days in yellow now to get used to that now. And I mean, I know what I'm up against now, and I think this is going to be the hardest fought battle I've ever had, I think, in terms of the GC. And I think my rivals are right up there, especially on a course that's very open and doesn't really give many opportunities unless someone actually takes them where they're not necessarily there. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race this year.
Is there any apprehension that the team may have to go wire to wire and defend this thing all 3 weeks?
I mean, that's the goal for us, of course, to try and keep the jersey all the way to Paris. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy.